Number 9, Dr Kennedy Graham.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister for Climate Change Issues. How did he meet his obligations under the Climate Change Response Act 2002 to maintain the proper functioning of the ETS when he directed the issuing of 30 million additional New Zealand units?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
On behalf of the Minister, I set this out in the ministerial statement I made accompanying the direction to issue NZUs, both of which were tabled and gazetted in accordance with the Act. I quote, "The proper functioning of the ETS requires the issuance of sufficient NZUs to meet entitlements of post-1989 forestry participants, any entitlements under an allocation plan and any auctions of NZUs the Crown undertakes."
True.
Supplementary question, Dr Kennedy Graham.
Given estimates that there is a current supply of some 85 million NZUs, while annual demand is around 15 million NZUs, how can he justify issuing 30 million additional units?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Mr Speaker, I would have thought that the Greens were sympathetic to printing off more currency, given that's their current policy. But the fact of the matter is, I'm obliged to ensure the government has enough NZUs to meet certain legal obligations, and so that's what I do.
Supplementary question, Dr Kennedy Graham.
Does the Minister believe that issuing 30 million more units will increase the price of NZUs, currently trading at around $2? If not, how will the additional units incentivise decarbonisation of our economy, in particular the disincentive to foresters, which is the rationale that is adduced?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
Well, on behalf of the Minister, I'm not a soothsayer, so I can't predict what prices will do. The fact of the matter is our ETS is working well. What the member asks about is a product of a very low international carbon price, and we believe in this country that actually we want New Zealanders to do their fair share, not be paying above that.
Supplementary question, Dr Kennedy Graham.
How is having a carbon unit worth $2, which actually is lower than the international price in Europe, meeting his ministerial obligations under Section 68 of the Climate Change Response Act to maintain the proper functioning of the ETS, given that our gross and net emissions continue to rise?
Honourable Simon Bridges.
The member clearly wasn't listening. As I said, we're committed to doing our fair share. That means working at, not trying to have policy settings above the international price. Actually, the member's wrong. I think you'll find international prices much lower than he suggested. That's the situation they're in today, but it'd be a brave person who tried to bet the bank on what the prices may be even a couple of years into the future.
Question number 10, Phil Twyford.